Welcome back, Summit County. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful Thursday morning. I'm Lauren. I'm now joined by David and Mark from Summit Mountain Rentals. We are here at Beloved Boutique right in Breckenridge. Even these guys were admiring all the clothes in here. They're like, oh, my wife would look really good in that dress over there. Like, ooh, I like this color palette back here. So even men can have fun in this store, but it is a specialty store for women, clothing and accessories and shoes. So come check it out, Beloved Boutique right here in Main Street in Breckenridge. And like I said, you guys are with us from Summit Mountain Rentals. How are you this morning?
Great. Well,
Great.
I look great in salmon, don't you think?
Yes,
I mean,
you were
it's a good.
admiring some salmon-colored outfits out here. So tell me a little bit about Summit Mountain Rentals.
Oh, thanks, Lauren. We are Summit County's vacation rental experts. Fantastic selection of properties here in Breckenridge and in Frisco, and we've been voted Summit County's best property management company 6 years in a row.
Which is pretty awesome. And I think something that kind of helps you with that is because you're so willing to help homeowners figure out how to rent their homes. What is some advice that you give these homeowners on things that they should do to be able to maximize their rental in their homes?
Well, thanks for asking. Actually, the most important concept that we don't talk about enough is the principle of KISS. Keep it simple. We'll leave off the last. We'll leave off the last S.
Silly. Keep it simple, silly guy.
There you go. Keep it simple, silly guy. So, and I think one of the best examples of that, and the thing that I certainly have experienced the most, is the idea of light switches. And we talked about it earlier, right? So one of the things that owners don't realize is that when guests come to their home, they've never been to their home before. And owners have been there 100 times. They enjoy it. They love it. They know where everything is. Well, if you show up as a guest and you've got a complicated light system and you can't find the light to turn on the bed where you want to read, or you can't turn on the light in the living room.
All of a sudden, the garbage disposal is going
All
off.
of a sudden, the garbage disposal. Great example. I've done that 100 times. It gets very, very challenging for the guest. In fact, I had an owner once who was super proud of his complicated light system. Every time I saw him, he'd re-explain to me how it worked, and I'd have to go over it. But every single guest that came to the house would actually, unfortunately, give us a complaint. And so it's really important to understand that you need to keep it simple so that the guests can have a good time. I think the best way to give this example that we've all experienced is if you wake up in the middle of the night and you want to go to the bathroom and you can't find the light switch, just wretched.
Yeah, you're right. That is the worst. David, tell us a little bit more about things that you can keep simple in the home.
So my pet peeves are television systems. I mean, we've managed some multi-million-dollar homes, beautiful TVs, and a closet full of racks of equipment and stuff like that. And the coffee table, there's either like 20 remote controls or the one super remote control that you could probably control a military satellite with, right? Here's the thing to do. If you have a good quality LCD TV, your cable box, and a DVD player, that's all people want. They're on vacation. They just want to turn on Summit Sunrise. They just want to maybe watch a DVD. That's it. That's all they need. Stereos are the same way, audio equipment, Give them a docking station. Most people have their own music. They can plug in their iPod, their laptop. Just keep it simple, silly people.
Simple, silly people. That's true. This just keeps making me laugh because even just in my own apartment, we're like, what does this remote do? How do we turn we want to turn the DVD player on. We can't figure out which remote it is. Then there's a remote that just doesn't do anything and it's just there for no reason. It's really funny. So what about some other things? There's a few more things that you need to keep simple.
Well, there's a whole slew of things.
A whole slew of things.
The main concept is just kind of when you think of doing something, keep in mind the guest and keep in mind that they've never been there before. So what would you do the first time? But another great cost savings for an owner is hot tubs. Owners love to buy these really fancy, sexy hot tubs with waterfalls and disco lights. And to be honest, that just adds a lot of cost and a lot of complications. More stuff to break. So if you need to have a degree to learn how to turn on the lights in a hot tub, probably not the right hot tub for a vacation rental.
Yep.
And then probably the most important thing is a coffee pot. Nice, simple coffee pot. People just want coffee in the morning. No barista, no Starbucks technology, just a nice, simple coffee.
Mr. Coffee with an on and off switch, perfect.
And especially in the morning where you don't want to think.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
turn it on. Where's my coffee? All right. So if somebody wants to find out more information about Summit Mountain Rentals or more information about how to prepare their home for renting, to make it simple for guests when they are renting, how can they find out more?
Our website's a great source of information, summitrentals.com. We've got a blog area there. You can read more about the KISS principle, how to pay your taxes on your vacation rental property. Fantastic content-rich articles about everything you really need to know. Call us. Our offices are at 111 Ski Hill Road. Stop by. We love talking to people. So,
Awesome. And
Yeah.
one more time, what is that website?
summitrentals.com.
SummitRentals.com. Simple as that. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's always so fun to have you on the show, and this was a really fun topic because I think everybody can relate to these this experiences. We are going to go back to Justine in the studio for Watch and Win and Weather. Back to you, Justine.